What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream.
Uh-oh, we got some echo.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream.
Where's that coming
we
from?
got some echo. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream.
Where's that coming from?
Some echo. What's up, guys? Let me see where that's coming from on my computer. What the hell? I got up too many. Oh, that's Twitch. Okay. I forgot about that. Hey, guys. I figured out what it was. That was Twitch echoing on me there. Can you guys hear me okay now? I forgot that I was even doing Twitch. Eternal, what's up? All right. So, I wanted to talk about I wanted to talk about this article that I saw from Polygon talking about the Borderlands 3 trailer and why it is a disappointment. Before we even get into it, I want to establish that this is their opinion and they are entitled to it. But I just I don't know. Like, I saw the trailer, and obviously, I'm a fan of the game, and I'm an actual gamer, so I'm pumped. And everybody else who's seen it is pumped. And most people who watched it are aware that it is a reveal trailer. It's a reveal trailer. So there's not going to be a lot of information in it. And as a matter of fact, there wasn't very much information to go on. Their major complaint here is the fact that it looks like a Borderlands game. It looks like that's their complaint. It looks like a Borderlands game. This Borderlands game that's coming out, it looks like a game. Are you sure we haven't played the game before? That's what the headline says here. Are you sure I haven't bought this game before? That's what they're asking. So let's read this real quick and just see exactly what they have to say, because I skimmed through and I was kind of annoyed. Here, let me get my Twitch chat up over here, so that way I can see that, just in case anybody shows up over on Twitch. All right, so Borderlands 3, Borderlands 3's debut trailer may have made you happy if you wanted new Borderlands content, and if that's the case, I'm happy that you're happy. I'm not happy. What makes a good sequel? Now they're going to tell us what makes a good sequel. Polygon, they're going to explain to us what a good sequel is. A good sequel happens when a development team takes all the things that define the previous game, whatever those things were, and finds ways to bring at least a few of them to the next level. There might be a jump in visual quality and an introduction to new faces, while existing characters go through some sort of change, and ideally the mechanics themselves should evolve in some way. More isn't a good excuse for a sequel. More. Let's highlight that real quick. Cryptic, thank you. It is it is as disappointing as my penis size. I doubt anything's that disappointing. But continuing on, it says more isn't a good excuse for a sequel. The best sequels are defined by more complex word, which is better. Now, let's think about that for a second. If a game is critically acclaimed, like it's out and everything about it people love, and they talk about, you know, all the points that make it really good, the fact that it's still being played all these years, like 10, 5-10 years later, games still play because people just love everything about it. Giving them more of that experience is probably the best course of action. And usually, whenever people go to try to make things better, they end up destroying the game or ruining it, because they tend to do a lot of things that people aren't asking for. And when it comes to a game like Borderlands, there's not a lot of people asking for changes specifically. They're just asking for more Borderlands. obviously they're going to be more guns. Obviously they're going to be more mechanics and stuff like that. Obviously they're going to be new skills and stuff that comes with the territory. But the way that they're framing this is just Borderlands 2 or Borderlands the pre-sequel with new people in it. It's going to be the exact same game we played before and nothing's going to be different. Because that's what they're just saying. You're getting more, not a better experience, just more of the same shit you've been doing all this time. But if people love the game for exactly what it is and they play it specifically for that reason, then what else can you give people other than more of what they love? I don't understand. But anyway, and I don't see anything in the Borderlands 3 trailer that makes me think there's going to be better than Borderlands 2. Now, this is a teaser, mind you. And you know, to be perfectly fair, if they felt seen this teaser, which is just supposed to tease the game and not give you that much information, then yeah, maybe they were disappointed because they were just like, apparently they thought that teaser meant all the information there is to know about the game. Now, if they thought that, they're stupid. We know they're stupid, but I'm just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Polygon is a bunch of idiots posing as gamers trying to make money and capitalize on video game drama. That's what they do. So we know that they're full of shit. And we know that they aren't genuine in anything that they really do. So I don't know what type of person thought that a trailer would give you every single bit of information that you wanted on a game, or a teaser, I should say. But they thought that it would. Now she said, or this person says, I'm not talking about marketing here because that's all well, I'm talking about marketing here because that's all I got to go on so far. The game might be amazing, and the better might come from small improvements spread across the entire game, the sort of quality of life improvements that are hard to communicate in a trailer. Fair. I'd love for Gearbox to either release information on another trailer in the future that does a better job selling me on Borderlands 3. It is a fucking teaser. Obviously they are going to release something more full and more detail filled later. Like this is how I know these people aren't gamers. This is how you can tell that they aren't gamers. There's no way that you've been in the gaming industry this long and don't know that a teaser trailer is a teaser and then the actual trailer comes afterwards. There's no way that you could not know that. And they're just like, I sure hope that they do this. Like, these are people who have no idea what they're talking about. But they get paid to do this. They get paid to talk about things that they have no idea about. But Thursday's first look at the game was a disappointment. There might be new characters, but we are giving very little reason to care about them. It's a teaser. The quality of the visuals doesn't seem to have proved. There's nothing wrong with the visuals in Borderlands 2 or Borderlands 3. There is no way that you can update this cel shaded technology outside of like frame rate and just like, you know, other special effects like lighting and stuff like that. This is a timeless design. You can't do anything to it really to make it look better. There's not much you can really do. It is an artistic style that's not going to really change all that much. I'm sorry. There's not outside of turning them into full 3D models and getting rid of the cel shading, what more can you really do? But anyway, although the idea of playing across new environments helps shake things up, aesthetically, Pandora is too limiting of a planet to support a third game series by itself. The trailer leans heavily on the idea that nearly an unlimited number of guns collect as you play, but that's always been the series' hook. Yes, that has always been the series' hook, and it's worked. Why change that? We've been sold a lot of Borderlands content. Part of my skepticism comes from the tepid trailer, but I also can't remove myself from the meta context of Borderlands 3. Gearbox Software released Borderlands 2 in 2012, and it was followed by expansion, spin-off games, a VR port, and an adventure game and compilations. Fans have been sold or at least offered an extensive amount of content that isn't numbered sequel, and the trend will continue. Gearbox is also announcing during Thursday panel PAX East that the original Borderlands, as well as they're remastering the original Borderlands with a 4K texture. That level of support for older games isn't a bad thing, but it's been going on for 6 years. I was excited to see what Gearbox could do, both in terms of visuals and mechanics. Update Borderlands series 2019. Borderlands 3 would have been something to push the series into the future, right? Comments on our post yesterday teaser mostly focused on the fear that the new game would include a battle royale mode. Now listen to this shit. But after this lackluster trailer, I'd welcome news about a battle royale mode, because what else is there? Borderlands, the game. Just the game in general is what people are in love with. That's what they've been playing. They love the style, they love the guns, they love the characters, and that's what they want more of. These people are saying that as an alternative to getting exactly what people want, with added features and new stories to tell and all that new shit, and just expanding the story in the same universe that you're already used to and in love with, they should add a battle royale mode to shake things up, even though literally nobody wants that. Nobody wants it. Nobody's asking for it. But for the sake of making the game better or adding new shit, you know, to make this person happy, this not gamer happy, then they should add something that nobody gives a fuck about. Not sticking to the thing. And that's the biggest issue right now. EA, Activision, all of these companies, they have shifted completely away from what the gamer wants. What the gamer fell in love with, the stuff, the feedback that the gamers are giving them about the game, and the reason why they play it. And they're saying, fuck all that shit. This is what the industry wants. And then they do that instead, and people hate it. And this is a company that's saying, we acknowledge the fact that you guys love Borderlands, and this is why you play it. This is why you bought it, and these are all the things you love about it. We're giving you all of that shit, plus a little bit more. And I'm okay with that. That's why the Far Cry 5 expansion, because that was supposedly a game too, but let's face it, it was basically an expansion, was so well received because people were like, yeah, I loved Far Cry 5. This is Far Cry 5 with some more shit in it. You heard the boos when Randy even mentioned it. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you, Snubber, for the donation. I just don't understand what gives these people license to write about this shit when they have no idea what they're talking about. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Freedom of speech and all that, you can say whatever you want. It's their platform or whatever, but people love it. They love what they have been given, and they want that plus more. Adding new shit unnecessarily is just dooming your game for no reason. You're just doing that for no reason, and you're not pleasing anybody but yourself. And in the long run, that ain't even happening, because once you start losing money and all the complaints and shit start coming in, then you go to social media and bitch about how fucking oppressed and attacked you are by the fan base that you literally said fuck you to because you did not give them what they asked for. It's annoying. So they say this person, this looks like another expansion, not a proper sequel to a major franchise. What the fuck is a sequel, guys? Back in the day, when games used to come out, and we were talking about sequels, like God of War, for example, God of War 1 and 2. God of War 2 was nothing but God of War 1 with new bosses, new moves. It was the same game. God of War 3 was the same damn game, essentially, if you broke it down to its base functions. It was the same game, new shit to kill, new weapons to use, more added story onto it. These companies seem to think that a sequel is a complete reworking of the entire formula. If you're gonna make a new game, change everything and turn it into a completely new experience. Even if everybody loved it, even if the experience that they are getting is exactly what they want and exactly what they asked for, that doesn't warrant a sequel. Just adding more stuff to the story isn't a sequel. What the fuck? How does that even make sense? What if we apply that to movies? Just because you have more story to tell doesn't make it a valid reason to make a sequel. It doesn't make any sense. It's a dumb criticism. It's a really dumb criticism. They just got bored or blue balls and can't drink. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what they are. So, like, my complaint, my issue, is the fact that what they're asking for seems to be something that nobody else wants. They want a change of the entire formula. But that would change the game. This wouldn't be Borderlands at that point. We could just play some knockoff. Just like when we were talking about the Call of Duty thing, the reason that SOCOM failed as a series is because SOCOM decided one day, they woke up one morning after years and years of being SOCOM, and they decided we need to be like Call of Duty. And the moment they decided that, everything went downhill. Why? Because we have a Call of Duty already. That exists. It's right here next to my SOCOM. If I wanted to play Call of Duty, I would put Call of Duty in. I don't play Call of Duty because I want to get the SOCOM experience, or vice versa. That just doesn't happen. So it doesn't make any sense to try to shoot to add new things or to change an experience that people enjoy just for the sake of changing it. It doesn't make any sense. Gearbox has told us to expect more Borderlands 3 news on April 3rd. Yes, but that didn't stop you. That didn't stop you from putting this shit up, knowing that they were going to release more information and knowing that it was still a teaser. And I hope there will be something new to get me more excited about the game on that date. The first trailer looked like a rehash of what we've already seen and played, and that's a terrible thing for the series and has already been chopped up and resold in so many ways. People are still playing this game like it just came out. People are still playing Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel like it just came out. But it's terrible. It would be horrible if they gave people that same experience with added shit to it. That would be terrible for this game. Giving people exactly what they enjoyed in the first place and adding more shit to it. Why would any gamer want that? It's so fucking stupid. Yeah, somebody just mentioned what was it? The Streets of Rage 4 trailer. If you look at the Streets of Rage 4 trailer, that game immediately gives you nostalgia for what Streets of Rage was. The formula doesn't look different at all. You walk side to side, you fight bad guys coming in both sides of the screen, you got combos and grabs and all that shit is still there. It looks aesthetically a little bit different, but the formula is still the same. Now, if somebody created Streets of Rage 4 and it was like a fighting game, just like a regular fighting game, not a side-scrolling beat-em-up or whatever, people are like, that's not why we like Streets of Rage. We can play Street Fighter for that. Or if they made it, some other game, just changed the style up or, switched it up completely. People wouldn't like that because that's not why they like Streets of Rage. People like Streets of Rage because it was Streets of Rage. It blows my fucking mind. The lack of logic that these people are trying to present as useful information. It's stupid. It's so stupid. I want Borderlands 3 to be good. But for it to be good, it needs at least one or two new ideas. Which obviously, think about it. If you look at the trailer, has there ever been a siren in this game, period, that is DPS main? There's no siren. Like, the siren in this game is a DPS, like, not a DPS, but a melee main. Like, she melees. That is her strength. She's a melee siren. And she uses her powers to, like, enhance her muscles. She did that shit and she got, like, 4 more arms. That has never been done before. I've never seen that before. That got me pumped. An evolution of what we already have, but expanding on it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So the rest of it says, I want Borderlands to be good. It needs to have at least one or two new ideas. If you had told me that this trailer was a fan edit that used scenes from existing games, I likely would have believed you. Are you serious? There was nothing in this trailer that looked like it was taken directly from other games, to where it was like, none of this is new at all. All the enemies were the same. They're saying all the enemies were the same. All the guns were the same. All the characters was the same. The gameplay from Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel was it was all the exact same stuff. So much so that they thought it was a fan edit of people just putting together clips from the other game. They didn't see anything new in this trailer. Nothing. They didn't see nothing new, and it just looks like a rehash of everything they've done. They've played with a bruiser version of They've played with a bruiser version of a siren. They've played with guns that literally can grow legs and run around the place. They've had these fucking mechs that you can live. Like, you saw the dude in the fucking. He was in a mech. One of the characters was in a fucking gigantic mech. Yeah, they've done that before in Borderlands 2. That's just a rehash. None of that shit was new. I refuse to believe that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've played all of them. You cannot tell me that nothing you saw in that trailer was new. They said it doesn't look like a retro game, which might have been charming. It just looks like an outdated game, and that's the worst case scenario for such an anticipated product. Who is this person? Ben Kushera? You're a fucking idiot, Ben. You're entitled to your opinion. Your wrong, stupid opinion. But you're an idiot. I'm sorry. You can't tell me you watched this trailer and saw nothing new. You just can't. There's no way you can convince me of that. You either didn't watch it all the way, or you're just trying to stir up controversy because you want people to click on this article. Which, if that is the case, you succeeded, because not only am I clicking on your stupid ass article, but I am now talking about it live. So I guess I took the bait. But I just wanted to talk about it because it annoyed me. Because it's such a stupid fucking take. After a teaser, though. A teaser. It doesn't make any sense to me. What do you guys think? Ben, is that Coochie? That's a fucked up last name. Was at the center of Gamergate. He was very vocal against it, and now you have an idea why. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh no, that you fucked up his name on purpose. Okay. That's true. That's true. Um, I'm curious. Like, after what are your guys' general thoughts on the trailer? Like, I'm curious. I want to know what you guys think about what you saw from the trailer. Like, what excited you the most? Because I saw a lot of things, and I don't want to play the trailer here. Like, I kind of want to watch it again, but I don't want to like get hit or anything like that. Um, but I'm curious, like, what are you guys excited about when it comes to this trailer? Because I saw so many things, man, so many things that got me pumped about this game. Especially the Bruiser Siren, like that shit blew my mind. I'm just like, oh my god, that is fucking sweet. Like the siren is like she's like a brick now. Looks like they took their formula, added some new things, mashed it with some old, and made it look great. Yeah, I mean, why break it? I mean, why fix it if it's not broken? That's my whole thing. Why fix it? Why go through all the effort to fix the game if people love what you gave them? I don't get it. If you're not getting any direct feedback from your gamers because they love your game, telling you what needs to change so they can enjoy it better, then what is there to change? Snubber says it does look a little rehashed, but I'm for it. What I'm concerned is that they have those SJW writers. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of that in the pre-sequel. There's quite a few of that in the pre-sequel. As long as they make it funny, I don't care. Like, I don't mind that stuff that much as long as it's funny. If it's funny, then I'm okay with it. If it's not funny, then it's just annoying at that point. Um, and we're probably going to have to worry about some of that stuff, but that's not really a big issue to me. The game looks like Borderlands. And as far as this cell shade design is concerned, what can they do? I don't get what they can do to this design to make it look better. Outside of, like I said, making the game 4K and adding better lighting and stuff. Like, this design, it's literally drawings. Like, you can't do much outside of just making them actual 3D models. I'd like to know Kuchera's play time on Steam for Borderlands. Anybody want to make a bet? It says 4 hours tops. The girl who plays Angel is sexy as hell. Are you talking about the actual girl, like the human girl that they be showing in the little picture, or are you talking about like the character herself? Because Angel's, we killed Angel if I remember correctly. I'm excited for all of it. The story needs cohesive, but still needs to be cohesive, but still crazy as the series has always been. 3D models would ruin the format. That would ruin it for me. That would ruin it for me, honestly. Yeah. Stuck at work, so I'm just dropping by to say hello and hit that like button. Thank you, Brambles. The actress who plays Angel was at the PAX panel. Oh, okay. That's cool. I don't know, man. It's fucking Borderlands. That's all it needs to be. Give me more story. Give me more guns. Give me, more mechanics and more abilities. And I'm gonna have fun playing Borderlands. Period. Monster Hunter has been a running series for years now. I think it's on its 15th year anniversary for Monster Hunter right now. They have never even the closest they have ever come to completely changing their formula. Was like the 3DS games and stuff, and those are okay for the most part, but they're not even close to received as well received as the regular Monster Hunter formula. All the way from Monster Hunter 1 all the way up until I think 4. And there was like 9 games in between that Monster Hunter 1 and 4 because there was like a lot of spin-offs and a lot of extra ones or whatever. Never ever did they change the formula. They kept all the same weapons. Every now and then they added new moves to the weapons to make them better and to balance them. They added a couple new weapons every now and then. They added new monsters, but Monster Hunter has always been Monster Hunter. No matter which one you're playing, you're just like, yes, that is Monster Hunter. That gameplay is Monster Hunter. It looks the same from this game to that game. When I switch the sword and shield on this game, I know I'm playing with it on the new game. It is the same thing, give or take a couple minor changes. Why? Because I fucking love Monster Hunter. And Monster Hunter it's Monster Hunter. If I wanted something else, I would play something else. Like that's the shit that kills me, man. That is the part that really gets me. Is they're like, this game is too Borderlands for me. Borderlands? It's too Borderlands for you? Like, what kind of fucking criticism is that? I don't know. It's just, as a gamer, it is annoying to read shit like this. It's just annoying. This game is way too Borderlands for me. I'm sorry. So, as you guys can see, I kind of have my swag set up now. This isn't all of it. Well, that probably is about most of it. But I need to like fill this out some more. I finally went to my other place and got my posters and stuff back, so I can start putting that stuff up and getting all that shit together. So I'll probably be putting that stuff up as soon as I get a chance or remember to. Can we get a zoom in shot? Fuck. Not without something going catastrophically wrong. My webcam is a. Let me see. No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. What I will do though is I got a vlog coming up, and I will. I'll go, and do that in the vlog, because we found out the baby's sex today or gender or whatever you want to call it, and we'll be talking about that tonight. After we reach a certain quota. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. So gender reveal, yeah, we'll be talking about that a little later. This camera ain't that bad. It's just no. This is actually a 1080p Logitech. It's not a bad camera. This was like the best one that was out when I got it. There's probably slightly better ones now. But like the cable isn't that long, so I can't like stretch it over there. And it is actually a webcam, like it's not an actual camera. If I had a regular camera, then yeah, I could take it over there, no problem. But yeah, I'll show you guys my collection and some of the stuff that I got. But man, this shit stressed me out. And as a matter of gourmet potato, And there's a lot of things that I've been wanting to talk about, and Lords of the Night hasn't really been satisfying my like need to have an outlet as of late, because a lot of the stuff that we talk about is really political, and I don't have a lot to add there, so I don't get to vent on like some of the other stuff. And Scribe likes to move the show along, so I don't get to like, freak out like I want to do in these videos. So I wanted to talk about the Jordan Peele thing. We'll be talking about that. There's quite a few other things that I want to get into, but I'm gonna stay in game related and anime related stuff over here. So if you want to see that, then obviously I'll be doing those streams over on the regular channel. Um, I would like to do, like, we planned on doing the Lords of the Night gaming thing or whatever, but it was gonna be on Fallout 76, and that fell through because Fallout 76 is ass. Um, I had fun. I ain't gonna lie. I played the fuck out of that game, and I had fun for the. I think I got about 200 hours out of it. I enjoyed it, and all its flaws, but it was a piece of shit. I'm sorry. It just kind of was, unfortunately. But I had a good time. Speaking of anime, thoughts on the hashtag KickVic? We talked about that a bit. The developments that have taken place all the way up until now, I'm glad that he's been reinvited. And then the people who were kind of starting the shit, I guess, or have kind of ran away with their tails between their legs. I think that whole thing was a shit show. Um, I wasn't paying attention really very closely to everything, so I don't have all the details. That's why I wasn't saying much about it, because I really don't know all of the details. But it was a shit show that ended up coming back full circle, and he was reinvited to KamehaKon, if I remember correctly, and I think that's kind of it. Until something else fucking catastrophic happens. But it seems like the two people who started the shit or whatever ain't trying to get sued, so they've been keeping their mouths shut. Um, Other than that, I ain't really been keeping up with it. I just, that shit has been ridiculous. I know I've been reading Domestic Girlfriend, because that's some, if you like some melodrama type manga type shit that keep you interested or whatever, that shit, man, it is keeping me engaged. I don't think I've read a manga longer than like 100 chapters, and I'm on like 160 with this one because I can't stop reading it. And I said, fuck the show. I just started reading the manga. Shield Hero, I've been watching, and that last episode of Shield Hero got me hooked. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. But this was specifically supposed to be a Borderlands thing, and I wanted to talk about that and get that off of my chest. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Borderlands 3 and how excited or not excited you are about it, or what you want to see in the future, any changes that they're going to make. And fuck Polygon, because they suck. They're not real gamers. But yeah, you guys are awesome. Love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys over on Lords of the Night. Bye, guys.